What is up everybody, my name is Reaper Punch and welcome to my channel. Today we are back with some more Elden Ring. We're going to be talking about classes. With the recent final build previews now out in the world, we have a lot more information about the starting classes for Elden Ring and their stat allocations. This video we're going to go into the stats allocation for each of the 10 classes, so let me know down in the comments what your preferred starting class is going to be. If you do enjoy this Elden Ring content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. So before we go into each of the 10 classes, let's find out about the stats in Elden Ring. So what are the stats in Elden Ring? Let's start with Vigor, which increases your HP and resistance to fire and poison. Next on the list we've got Mind, which increases your FP, aka mana, and resistance to sleep and madness. Endurance, which increases stamina, physical defense, and resistance to bleed and frostbite. Strength, which increases physical damage and the total weight of equipped items a character can carry. Dexterity increases physical damage, reduces spell casting time and fall damage. Intelligence, which increases magic attack and defense. Sorcery scale with this stat. Faith, which is required to perform sacred incantations. It will also boost incantations and they scale with this stat. And finally we've got Arcane, which increases the odds of finding items on dead enemies and resistance to instant death. Sorceries and incantations both scale with this stat. Your starting class or origin will determine your character's initial stat distribution and equipment loadout. While this will have the biggest impact in the early part of the game, the differences between the origin will quickly disappear as you level up and develop your character. Let's talk about the Vagabond, a knight exiled from their homeland to wander, a solid armor-clad origin. They start at level 9, have 15 Vigor, 10 Mind, 11 Endurance, 14 Strength, 13 Dexterity, 9 Intelligence, 9 Faith, and 7 Arcane. This is the tank class. It's comparable to the Knight in Dark Souls. The Vagabond is geared towards a tanky playstyle, focusing on heavy armor. While they can have low-level spells with just a few points into either intelligence or faith. They begin with a longsword, halberd, and a shield. Next up we have the Warrior, a nomad warrior who fights wielding 2 blades at once, an origin of exceptional technique. The Warrior starts at level 8. They have 11 Vigor, 12 Mind, 11 Endurance, 11 Strength, 16 Dexterity, 10 Intelligence, 8 Faith, and 9 Arcane. Warriors come equipped with 2 scimitars and a buckler. This class is all about attacking and attacking quickly. Now we move on to the hero, a stalwart hero at home with a battle axe, descended from a Badlands chieftain. They start at level 7. They have 14 Vigor, 9 Mind, 12 Endurance, 16 Strength, 9 Dexterity, 7 Intelligence, 8 Faith, and 11 Arcane. This class comes equipped with a battle axe, a leather shield, and ideal for players who want to focus on health and stamina. Next up we have the Bandit, a dangerous bandit who strikes for weak points, excels at range combat with bows. They start at level 5 with 10 Vigor, 11 Mind, 10 Endurance, 9 Strength, 13 Dexterity, 9 Intelligence, 8 Faith, and 14 Arcane. The Bandit is one of only 2 melee archetypes that starts with range weapon. They start the game wielding a knife, short bow, buckler, and bow and arrows. Next we have the Astrologer, a scholar who reads fate in the stars, heir to the school of glintstone sorcery. They start at level 6 with 9 Vigor, 15 Mind, 9 Endurance, 8 Strength, 12 Dexterity, 16 Intelligence, 7 Faith, and 9 Arcane. The Astrologer appears to fill the typical mage class role by focusing on sorceries. They start with a staff, which is a crucial component for intelligence-based spells, a short sword, and a shield. Next up we have the Prophet, a seer ostracized for inauspicious prophecies, well versed in healing incantations. The Prophet starts at level 7, has 10 Vigor, 14 Mind, 8 Endurance, 12 Strength, 8 Dexterity, 7 Intelligence, 16 Faith, and 11 Arcane. They start the game with the spell Hail and Beast Claw, which rakes the ground in front of them with 5 damaging waves. They utilize faith-based magic, which can heal allies and damage enemies, focus on offensive incantations consisting of fire and holy elemental attacks, and a wide variety of healing and utility spells. This specialization makes the Prophets the game's other dedicated spell class. They start with a spear, finger seal, and a small shield. Moving on to the Prisoner, a prisoner bound in an iron mask, studied in glintstone sorcery, having lived among the elite prior to sentencing. Prisoners are a sort of hybrid class that combines the spellcasting of Astrologer with the speed of the Bandit. They start at level 6 with 11 Vigor, 12 Mind, 11 Endurance, 8 Strength, 14 Dexterity, 14 Intelligence, 6 Faith, and 9 Arcane. They are equipped with an Istoc, a staff, and a shield. The Confessor, a church confessor adept at covert operations, reliant on sword techniques and incantations. The Confessors start at level 10, the highest of any beginning archetype. They have 10 Vigor, 13 Mind, 10 Endurance, 12 Strength, 12 Dexterity, 9 Intelligence, 14 Faith, and 9 Arcane. The Confessor can be considered sort of a replacement for the Enchanted Knight class from the closed network tests, albeit with a focus on incantations rather than sorceries. Good choice for players who can't decide between faith magic and melee. They come equipped with a broadsword, kite shield, and finger seal. This class can be considered somewhat of a more forgiving playstyle idea for beginners, but it's more of a jack of all trades and master of none situation with this class. We are now coming up to the last 2 classes. First off, we have the Samurai, a capable fighter from the remote land of reeds, handy with katana and longbows. The Samurai starts at level 9 with 12 Vigor, 11 Mind, 13 Endurance, 12 Strength, 15 Dexterity, 9 Intelligence, 8 Faith, and 8 Arcane. The Samurai is the second class to come equipped with a ranged weapon, thus the Samurai feels that more traditional ranger type class. They come equipped with the Uchikatana, a longbow, a red thorn round shield, bone arrows, and fire bone arrows. Each of the Samurai's weapons also come with a unique weapon art as well. And last but not least, we have the Wretch, everyone's favourite or least favourite class, depending on who you are. The Wretch is the deprived or waste of skin type character, and they come equipped with a club, and that is all for their starting equipment. They have no armor, and all their stats are rounded to 10s, and they start at level 1. This class has the option to be built in any way possible, but the downside of this is that it does make the first few hours in the game incredibly difficult. I remember taking a few hours to defeat the first boss, Udex Gundyr, in Dark Souls 3 when I attempted a deprived run. So there we have it, we have gone through all 10 of the starting classes or origins for Elden Ring. Let me know down below in the comments what your preferred starting class is. Myself, I'm leaning towards starting as the Confessor or the Prisoner. I always like the hybrid style classes because you get a good taste of both either sorceries or faith and also melee. So they're always good fun, and you always got a good sort of situational attacks for any situation. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. As always, I will see you in the next one.